Yo, darling, you send me. I know you send me, darling.
Hello kiddos, how are you? My name is Edgar and welcome to my channel in which we're going to be talking about books. Does the internet need another page talking about books? Of course it does. Because what we need more than a little bit of distraction of what is going around in the world and also like put our minds in a better set, see the things with a better light. On today's video I want to tell you that I have this page on Instagram that is called The Middle Kiddo, in which I upload drawings, and also in that same page I have a book club in which we've been sharing with all the followers some recommendations on LGBTQ+ books, authors and stories. So with that being said, in this month's book club we're going to be talking about FELIX EVER AFTER. It's this book that I heard actually like so many good things about, and I just can't wait to read it and to give you my opinion. I actually got it in Barnes & Noble just like a month ago, but didn't know much about it. And actually one of the first things that kind of like make me feel interested about it is that it has a comment here by Kacen Callender, which is the best-selling author of Red, White and Royal Blue, which was one of my favorite books, and actually the first one on my book club on The Middle Kiddo, and it's such an uplifting, such an entertaining story. I will read anything that she recommends, basically. So that's how I come up with FELIX EVER AFTER recommendation. The description says, Felix has never been in love. He desperately wants to know what it's like and why it seems so easy for everyone but him to find someone. When an anonymous student begins sending him transphobic messages after publicly posting Felix's dead name, alongside images of him before he transitioned, Felix comes up with a plan for revenge. FELIX EVER AFTER is an honest and layered story about identity, falling in love, and recognizing the love you deserve, which is basically like all the things that we need to know about. So now, join me, and on this blog, we're going to be reading FELIX EVER AFTER.
Pick your season of occupation. It's time to send in your application. Get to know your short-term friends. You only talk to till summer ends. The best way to spend your day in it when you're only making $10 every 60 minutes. Let's clock out, you and me. Wander around West County. Take my hand, shop and see. Only get paid hourly. We can carpool, I can drive. Listening to Jackson 5. We can make it, we'll survive. Let's clock out, you and me. Wander around West County. Take my hand, shop and see.
Actually, let's have like a quick update on what is going on. Well, I'm already on page 216, so I'm like passing like over half of the book. It's actually like been really good. I like the tone of the book and like the description of the character. Felix is such a like a lovable character. The way that Kacen describes him is actually like super amazing, that we found this type of books that makes way more representation on today's life. There are some things that you know that eventually you can face off. The whole tone of the book is not necessarily about gender identity or like finding yourself. It's more about the search of love in that journey. And there's this beautiful part where he's actually like talking with his dad, and the dad wasn't like very supportive in a lot of moments. And then they have like this talk about love and like what it means and what was love with between the father and the mother. So at the end of the day, like we all go through similar feelings with when it comes to realize that you like someone and all these like awkwardness that come with it. I swear this is not a spoiler because it's literally like just a talk in between the characters. And the father says, I probably always loved her, but it was a tough lesson to learn. Realizing that I couldn't wait for her to decide she would love me again. It wasn't healthy. If I fall in love again, it will be with a woman who loves me also, not someone who I have to convince to love me. It's easier, I think, to love someone you know won't love you than to love someone who might love you back, to risk loving each other and losing it all. And I find that so beautifully written and also so true. And I will just like have some dinner and then I will continue reading it because it's actually like super interesting to know like how this is going to end.
A few moments later.
Okay, we're back, and I just finished reading FELIX EVER AFTER. Let's make a wrap up and comments about this one. But first, like there's some annotations that I'm going to get. It's been such a like an emotional journey. I actually like didn't expect it to like it this much. As I said, like it's kind of like the first book that I read about a transgender character. I think what I like about this story is like it reminds me a lot of Love, Simon. I don't know if you ever read the book or seen the movie. I actually only watched the movie and never seen I never read the book. As I was saying before, I'm so used to seeing like these dramatic stories about gay characters, and then to seeing like day-to-day life, you know, and like the things that they go through are kind of the same things that you will see in a rom-com, for example. Or the point of these type of books is like everyone, whatever the age, even if it's like a young age and it's just trying to find who they are in the world, will find these type of books and like they will actually see that the possibility of the happy ending, you know, and like I think that's what it's so refreshing about it. I really enjoyed this book. I think that it's really fast-paced. I read it like literally in like 2 days. It's super nice, the way that the characters are described, the way that the story is told, the way that the feelings are expressed throughout the story. It makes it like so nice. Well, next week we have like a new video about like a new book that I'm going to read. So subscribe to my channel, follow me on my social media. I'll see you on the next video and we're going to be talking about more books. Bye bye! Mwah.